But then let's begin with this story where sugar might be coming the way of some Nigerians who will benefit from the planned distribution of seized food items by the Nigeria Customs. The Nigeria Customs Service revealed its plan to distribute confiscated food items to Nigerians as a way of alleviating the current hardship being experienced. For Nigerians who have reacted to this move, it is the right step in the right direction and comes in the nick of time, but they are concerned that this is only a temporary fix and does not address the root cause of the rising cost of commodities. Well, the Nigeria Customs Service also went ahead to say that they are going to look through or check these items to ensure that they are healthy enough for Nigerians to consume, and also went ahead to say that they are going to put together modalities across that will be communicated later on, and that will be passed down through the various Nigeria Customs Service formations nationwide. So Nigerians should be on the lookout for communication coming out of the various formations there across the country. And they said that they are committed to fairness, transparency, and public safety. Ibrahim.
Yes, public safety is very important. And this is, to me, I support that. The fact that some people were hoarding, some are also taking our food items outside of the country, leading to food crisis in the country, unwarranted food crisis. It's a good initiative, good development as against customs impounding some of those items, and then the next thing you see is that they burn them, and others will be, will always think, we need this thing, why are you burning them? It's also good that they will also check whether these items are fit for consumption. I'll tell you for a fact, I'm a fan of locally produced rice. For instance, talk about the Abakaliki rice, the lake rice,
Father rice.
Or Father rice. Father rice is a bit expensive, but then as long as it's local. As long as it's local. I love homegrown content, because most of those foreign rice that come into Nigeria, they come from countries like, is it Thailand? Is it all of those countries? They store them in their silos, and when it gets to like 4 to 5 years, they feel like, okay, we need to replace all of the rice, because it's just like food banks for them. So when they see that, okay, this is probably leading to the expiry date, they move it down to the dumping ground, which is African continent oftentimes, and then we feel like, oh, this is what we are buying cheap, and that also leads to causing different ailments to people. So it's very good that customs did not only impound these food items, they will also ensure that they check the quality of this food item, and then they have to also give it to the right people. Not that they will take it, the way some politicians would do. I'm not saying customs is they are politicians, but then they should ensure the quality modalities to reach out to those who are in need of this food, because people are crying. Protests have broken out in different parts of the country, and some are also worried. Why is it that we are not having sufficient food to go around? And they should also ensure that those who will be given these food items to distribute to others, the needy, they should also be monitored, so that they don't profiteer, they don't take this and start selling it to others. So there's a whole lot of things to be done. And it's also good that we getting the information that food prices, have begun to, come down little by little.
In some states.
Yeah.
I like the initiative by the Nigeria Customs Service. It goes to show that they see themselves as a major stakeholder in the country and have something to contribute. And that is why we are also calling other agencies who believe that they can do something to also come on board. The country is ours. It's not just about the federal government doing something, but as many agencies that can contribute to seeing that this whole hardship is addressed, alleviated in one way or the other, just to help Nigerians have some respite at this point. Yes, we know that is a temporary measure, but at least it is going to go to an extent to addressing whatever level of hardship anyone is going through at this point. And I like the fact that they have said that they are committed to fairness, transparency, and public safety, which is why they are going to test those products to ensure that they are consumable by humans. But the aspect of transparency is my major concern, like you pointed out. Whatever modalities that you are putting forward, make sure that you communicate with Nigerians as much as possible, such that if they see any issue, anything happening contrary to what you have communicated, they can quickly speak up and help you trace and track whoever is found culpable, and this person must be seen to have been brought to book. Because it's in our best interest as it is. And then, do we have the data that we will use to distribute these items? Are we still looking at the social register? I believe that right now we need to expand the bracket beyond the social register as it is, because a lot of Nigerians are feeling the pinch. It is not just the poorest of the poor. There are those who have fallen into that bracket as it is. 133 million Nigerians were said to have been into multi-dimensional poverty sometime early last year. Right now, that number has increased, even though we do not have the statistics right now. So we must look at how we get to, if possible, every person. We don't know the amount of the product as it is, and we don't know what product exactly, but then it is a consumable, and I believe that every Nigerian needs anything consumable as it is right now. So however they are going to go about the modalities, it must be such that it gets to those who need it. Those who need it, because we have seen situations where products were said to be destroyed, and then you see them in trucks of certain persons who work with agencies like this, who perhaps have interest somewhere. We are not accusing anyone, but these are things that we have seen, have been reported over time. So if we can ensure that the transparency that we have said we're going to bring into this distribution is, carried out to the latter, it would be nice. It would be good. It would be in the best interest of not just the Nigeria Customs Service, but also for Nigerians.
They should also ensure that they are not going ahead to warehouse all of these things, because by the time they take it to different states, maybe handing it over to governors or CSOs, or giving it to local governments, just that modalities, in distributing this to those who...
So wherever the state, everybody should hold their state accountable.
That's right.
The stakeholders who are involved, let us know who they are, their names, if you want to publish it, but let Nigerians know who they are, and they can hold them accountable at the end of the day. That's the much